So right now, Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace is in theaters right now, and it's in 3D. I've been hearing a lot of people tell me how they're going to the theaters to see it and how they're very excited about seeing it. I want to hear from y'all. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about Lucas releasing these films, but not just releasing them normally, releasing them in 3D, and what your views on that are. I was never a huge Star Wars fan anyway. I think there's a certain charm in the original ones, but I mean, the prequels I think are all terrible. We also have a lot of movies that are said to be coming out in 3D. We've already had Beauty and the Beast in 3D and Lion King in 3D. This year we have Finding Nemo in 3D to look forward to, and then we have Titanic in 3D to look forward to. I have a problem with regular 3D anyway, but there is a big problem with what's called retrofitted 3D. And retrofitted 3D is when you take a film like Star Wars or Beauty and the Beast or any of these that were filmed in 2D, and you put them through a computer, they send them off to India, I think. It looks like what's called cardboarding. It's one piece of cardboard, a flat surface, then behind it is another flat thing. Even though I have a problem with the Star Wars series in and of itself, here's a problem that I don't think many people have thought through, and I don't think Lucas thought through. Now, many people are going to see this, many young people, many people of the age of like 10, 11, I've heard them say how their parents are going to take them for the first one and watch all of them in order in the theater so that they get the experience for seeing them for the first time on the big screen. Now, there's a big problem with this. If you think you watch the first one's awful. The second one is even worse than the first one. So, already, 2 movies in, you're gonna have a bad taste of Star Wars. But then, you get to the third one. And in the third one, and if you don't want to hear what happens, then stop watching now. When you get to the third one, you find out that Anakin and Padme, at the end, have 2 children, Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker. And then, you find out that Anakin goes over to the dark side, and when at the dark side, he becomes Darth Vader. So for the people that are watching this for the first time, whenever they're 3 movies in, they're gonna find out that Anakin, Darth Vader, is the father of Luke Skywalker, which, if I'm not mistaken, of the 5th movie, that's the twist of the entire Star Wars franchise. So, just think about all these children who, when they get to the 5th one, they're gonna be, yeah, we knew that because we saw the 3rd one in theaters already. Now, when it comes to George Lucas, I feel that modern day George Lucas is a big danger to cinema. First of all, look at the major thing he did. In the late 90s, because of him, we got digital projection. And digital projection inspired many others to explore the 3D side, or the digital side of cinema, which has brought people like Robert Rodriguez, people like James Cameron to go into that side. And now we have Michael Bay, which right now, I won't go into that now, but that is a big problem, and George Lucas's new Star Wars films are the things that have pretty much inspired that, and have inspired people to look at the digital side of filmmaking, when really film is connected to 35mm. I think that right there is a big proponent to what's wrong in cinema today. In defense of George Lucas, I will tell everyone, definitely American Graffiti. Watch American Graffiti, that's a great film. But one film of his that is very underrated, it was a film that was based on a student short film that he made whenever he was in university. It's called THX 1138. It's a story, more like a warning, about what's going to happen with the future government and where our society is going. And it really is a paranoid, scary, and very, very saddening film. It's wonderful, very dark, very loving, and it really shows that where George Lucas was headed was somewhere genuinely loving and someone that had a real love for cinema. I don't know what happened since then, but take a look at THX 1138. It's the best thing he's done. So let me know what you think about the Star Wars films being out in theaters in 3D. Do you like it? Or, like me, are you a bit tired of the whole thing?